Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and this is the news. You already heard many content creators talking about Mozilla and Firefox, and it all started like this. They're selling your data for whatever they want. But why won't we start with this one first? So Mario Naval, this journalist from the US, stop using Firefox. Why Mozilla can't be trusted anymore? For years, Firefox swore it never sold user data. Now the promise is gone, and Mozilla wants you to believe it's just a quote unquote legal thing. and it's the thing is, it has always been illegal, even in the US. But if you are a fucking big company, of course you're gonna get away with. That's the sad reality we are living through all of this. But sure, if you don't want your data being stolen, you can just stop using it. A browser, at this point they are just handing the W's to Brave browser for all the flaws that even those YouTubers that claim, oh, but it's based in Chromium. Oh man, I saw one that actually covers a lot of technicalities. He knows much more stuff than I do, and just because he said, "Oh, but it's Chromium," he then suddenly went and fold because what Firefox is doing, of course, it is nice. Is not is enough to say, you know what, I'm done defending your ass. Oh man, their new terms granted from them a worldwide royalty-free license to use the information you enter into Firefox. So at this point, if you want me to have my tags up and hentai, would rather have them none. I'm brave, thank you very much. Users didn't buy their excuses. If that wasn't enough, Mozilla burns millions in taxpayer money on social and political training instead of, making a better browser. Yeah, Mozilla has been a dogshit browser for quite a long time, and I'm well aware of this. I don't remember if I made a video of this, but they got caught pushing for DEI, the transitioning on kids, and millions of dollars. That I have to wonder where they get that money because it's not profitable to have investors in a browser where they're going anywhere else. And 20s. They want your trust, but they definitely don't deserve it. Source Ars Technica, London Journal of Technology. Firefox. And here is you give Mozilla certain rights and permissions. You give Mozilla all rights necessary to operate Firefox. That's something that actually I'm concerned because from all of this, when when we get to the point it's so bad that from video games they ask you to agreement for single player experiences to straight out saying you need to grant us full permission before using Brave browser, which for other ones that was not the case as far as I'm concerned. So it describes this, including processing data as described in the Firefox private notice, as well as acting on your behalf to help you navigate the internet. When you upload or input information to Firefox, you hereby grant us a non-exclusive royalty-free worldwide license to use that information to help you navigate, experience, and interact with online content as you indicate with your use of Firefox. Mm, you're telling me that if I try to access to the website from to get to my bank accounts, you get fucked. I'm not going to do that. uh, you say if I have an account since this website, yeah, I have to wonder how I got that cookie stolen and then suddenly hack. Yeah, this is the kind of shit they are enabling. This is what they are enabling because it all started with this quote tweet. Because Ground shared this one. Don't don't use Firefox. And which I said about where all that money is coming from. Where do I getting all that money to push this DEI? It's better if you hear it from this guy. US.
Did you ever wonder if Mozilla, the makers of Firefox, specifically gets money from USAID? I think a lot of us have been wondering that. I think a lot of us have been assuming that they did, but we didn't have all the concrete details. Well, yeah, now we do, and it's absolutely asinine and ridiculous. Mozilla officially gets millions of dollars through USAID to fund, and I'm not joking here, social and political training centering marginalized groups and, this is real, engaging race, gender, and sexuality perspectives. That's a quote, by the way. They get millions for it from USAID, from taxpayers just like you and me. We're paying for the engaging of sexuality perspectives by the makers of the Firefox web browser. This is ridiculous. Now, many of us already knew that Firefox maker Mozilla received $1 million from the federal government through the National Science Foundation to work on something called Common Voice. Now, what
So Firefox hasn't been profitable for quite the longest time as far as I'm aware. I remember I had a very dog shit experience. I am just like, man, Firefox used to be good. What is that Chrome which sucks the hell out of my memory RAM from my PC and it's more stable than fucking Firefox. Firefox crashed constantly. I think it was in 2018 since the last time I was sticking it to with Firefox. Even if I remember the last year, I was just checking the tabs because I haven't uninstalled that shit. Because since I was recording the browsing, well, the tabs I got there open before I closed down, and then those tabs pop up. I'm just like, wait a minute, it say this quite a long time, and that browser was a piece of garbage still. And then all of this, all of this privacy. Well, US had money, DEI, wokeness, those kind of people or humans behind Firefox, they were pushing all of this. There was no competent people enough of them to care of or actually make it the browser better. Firefox has been operating as a fucking money scam, as a scam, embezzling money. That this is what I love of USA getting cut off. More and more of these companies and this tech, especially from the technological sector, such as browsers like Firefox, are getting exposed. Oh well, it's just better to still stick up to Brave, and sure there can be some alternatives. For example, this one that started well fine and just going is just going to be like a fork, an expedito successor from Firefox because they don't like what they're doing anymore. And it went just as someone actually could predict, considering when you allow the same kind of parasites to roam in your community. Even I have to say, what is that? A lot of these tech bros are just far left retards. Look at this. First, LibreWolf devs are censoring free speech and rant about Lunduk or far right and banning everyone's mentioning that. So it goes in this post saying this shit about a code of conduct, ojo VP, yeah, and I'm very opposed to quote unquote keeping things apolitical because keeping things apolitical trying to have a false balance taking stance in a political. Yeah, at this point, if you want to have a place, even I have to say, if you want a place that don't want any sort of politics and you just want But we're going to fix this shit. Don't talk about politics. That should be applied to either the left and also the right. None, none of them are allowed. But you know how the left always react. And then you see all of this banning. Since, well, that fucker that said that shit about, oh, I don't want to keep things apolitical because at the end of the day it's political. OHFP, she, her, every single goddamn fucking time. Always. So it's not surprising. And, well, remember, this guy, PCD Wolf, remember, liberal Wolf is not what you seek if you are running from Firefox. You're running from a DEI commanded activist honeypot to another one. Exactly. And yeah, the Firefox is doing this because they just want to get money desperately, and they are going to do all of this stuff that, yeah, we're going to make it illegal for us to steal your data and, well, steal your data if we haven't stolen that yet. Selling to, like, Facebook did to the MIT, I remember. That Facebook sold a lot of data to push ads, political ads promoting the far left and censoring the right. Yeah, imagine how much that's working out for Facebook nowadays. And LibreWorld is just going to end the same way because it's not as big as one of the Silicon Valley companies. They are going to fold immediately, if not they're already doing it. And that's the case. When all of these browsers that used to be good, when you allow the same kind of fucking drooling morons, the same parasite leeches, the only thing they care of is to indoctrinate and push their fucking ideology over anything else. If you allow them, you end up like Firefox, you end up like AAA industry, you end up like a lot of industries, like the fashion is one of those kind. At this point, nobody's talking about because that one immediately fold really fucking quick. And then you're seeing that, oh yeah, it all makes sense that they were receiving all this money. They were pushing for all of this year because they were receiving US taxpayer money. All to spending the same fucking stupid shit. Like every single goddamn time. But hey, if you want to handle more W's as to Brave, just as much as those fuckers want to do, they're giving you even more reasons because Arcade Southeast. God damn, I was resistant changing over cause it sounds like a hassle, but now I have no choice. Brave, here I come. Why is this? Because you saw this one that, well, I can't look at the I can't reply because he was immediately laughing their ass off. By the way, do not switch to Brave. The CEO Brendan Ash is openly homophobic. Well, you are selling me that to me? Okay. And donated money to hate campaigns against queer people. Sign me in already. Dude, I'm already with Brave Browser. Ah, you don't need me to send me that even more. I'm gonna come. He also has personal interest in industry and Mozilla due to being kicked out from there. Yeah, the guy that was fucking competent enough. The guy that did the heavy lifting. The guy that made that legacy company now. It is success that it is, or it was in their prime, got kicked out because of those parasites. And he created his own, and looks like he learned his lessons too. Yeah, I'm not going to allow those pieces of shit here. Get them bent over. I don't care. They don't deserve to be here. Oh man. So even citing Wikipedia, Brendan Edge is an American computer programmer and a technology executive. He led the JavaScript programming language and co-founded Mozilla Project. What a nice guy. in the past. The Mozilla Foundation and the Mozilla Corporation. He served as the Mozilla Corporation chief technical officer before he was appointed chief executive officer, but resigned shortly after his appointment due to pressure over his opposition to same-sex marriage. Yeah, I created this language that many people is using right now. I created this browser as an alternative. And then, well, they make they think I'm the most evil being that has ever stepped up on earth because I don't like same-sex marriage. And I agree, I don't like it also. Yeah, homosexuals should not get married at all. Even if not, you can call, yeah, marriage is for Christians. No, you have the Indians, you have Americans, you have Mexicans, Latin Americans, most of the country in, well, the whole continent of America. They they are either Christians or Catholics for the most part. In other regions, they are either like either Muslims, the religion from the Indians, Hinduism, I think is what it's called. You have Buddhism, I think is how pronounced. Oh man, I'm just failing. But still, you have other religions that, yeah, the marriage is because a man and a woman, biological, of course, are the only types that can actually procreate, and that was a reason, a foundation to make families. It's it's fucking obvious. It's only because the ones getting married are the only ones capable of actually creating families. Whenever they are functional or not, well, that's another different topic. But that's the thing. If homosexuals wants to get along with, well, let them have it. But you know what they are doing this? Just like that, we are now allowing homosexuals getting all these marriage certificates. We are allowing them to get legally married and access all the benefits from the marriage. People now get fucked. Those is because, yeah, just like with the population agenda, the replacement agenda, all this goes ideology. Yeah, they want us because they really hate people, that normal beings. Oh hey, if you want to stick out with the homosexuals, by all means do so. If you are one, just not do not poison all of those organizations that, well, they have been existing untouched for quite a long time. Because that's what at the end of the day is what it is. It's corruption. Just like this guy. Well, he got kicked out, and look what they're doing with what he created. And then he went and created new stuff, and that one is getting the success. This is the reality. Evil cannot create, only corrupt and destroy it, and every single time it's the same kind of fucking ugly ass bastards. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and please take care.